with this first pick gyro.
Yeah, and what No Ping was copying from him. Hmm.
Ursa into Legion, Neff. Tell me, how do you feel about this one?
Uh, Ursa does pretty well in this matchup. I feel like I feel like Ursa wins this one pretty handily, especially with an Ogre Magi inside the lane. Like either Ogre Magi or Snapfire is going to give them either stun up the enemies, give like the cookie boost over to Ursa, so he's able to get on top of the targets easier. Bloodlust is pretty amazing on the hero as well. I think that one's a pretty solid pickup here.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Legion Commander pick may have been a little bit preemptive. Looking at, they're afraid of the position 1 Dawnbreaker.
Interesting.
Look at that, Ricky.
I mean, it doesn't seem that bad here with their lineup, so I'm okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
Storm Spirit like zips in on someone, and you just have a Solar Guardian on top of them. That's pretty good.
Yeah. They do have a lot of jump on this team. Storm Spirit or Earth Spirit are both able to jump on top of people. A lot of times Legion is going to be picking up a Blink Dagger as well. So I guess you're just concerned about too much global presence here inside of Infamous. So you get rid of a hero that you know they can run on position 1 that adds to that global presence. Beastmaster gotten rid of 15 seconds of reserve time left. Infamous, they're really activating their almonds here.
Centaur, okay. A good disengage, I think, mainly from Infamous's lineup. Like one of the things is like you can get a little bit of a commitment out of like the Storm Spirit, and either like disengage and then use Stampede to reengage, or just use Stampede to disengage entirely.
Mm-hmm. It could mean that they want to pick up something like a Phoenix on position 5 or a Phoenix or a Drow Ranger, anything that likes sitting in the back of a fight and plays a pretty big role in the team fight. When you still need an offlane, we're still worried about the enemy picking up an offlaner. That's when you ban out the Centaur. Like again, one of the biggest counters in China to the Phoenix is the Centaur. That's something that was run like it gets consistently run even in patches where they aren't seen as that strong over here. They grab an IO, so it's a hero that does sit pretty far back, and that's going to pair nicely with the Gyrocopter. A bit of a throwback, and the hero was nerfed, but
Still
I think
very
this is a pretty
good.
big issue. Yeah, I'm not sure you have enough damage to go through a Gyrocopter with an IO.
So you need an offlane hero here that does well, and Centaur is one of the better ones at doing it. You need a Spirit Vessel builder here. It could be the Void Spirit. Otherwise, you have to pick an offlaner here that builds Spirit Vessel. Pango doesn't seem super bad.
Pango's not bad. You have decent control with that one, but I mean, Ursa's a little bit better of a frontliner, but you need more frontline here. They banned a lot of it out. I think that Pango could work, or anybody who's got a disarm for the Gyrocopter. Who else was in the pool? I mean, Slara came to mind this game, but
It's
I
just so
quickly
rough
tossed
into
out
the
the
gyro lane.
yeah, I tossed out the idea when Listato stopped being a support.
They got plenty of time to think about it. I really feel like if you don't have a Spirit Vessel this game, you're going to struggle a lot here on Lava. You are against a Legion Commander who can, press the attack the Spirit Vessel, but you have to have one for an IO. I feel like it's just essential.
Yeah, Night Stalker maybe.
Night Stalker wouldn't be bad actually. Okay, we go Underlord. Not a hero that we see all that often. Definitely not a Spirit Vessel builder, but he does offer a lot of control in these fights, especially against heroes like Storm Spirit, the IO Reload, and stuff like that. So I think Pit of Malice is super value, and once he gets to ATOS, it gets a little bit better as well.
This feels a lot more two-dimensional than the draft from Thunder Predator used to look here. I'm not crazy about it. I'm going with Infamous again for game number 2 here. I know I said at the start of the draft that I was supposed to believe, but I
You
don't
got a
believe
dangler
anymore.
now, though, Neff. You got the dangler that you wanted.
You do have a dangler, but this isn't the dangler. I don't believe in Underlord this game. I think the optimal pick was probably like Sand King.
10 seconds. 5
I don't know.
seconds
I'm not
remain.
convinced, man.
We'll see how it
I
goes,
could be
though.
wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that they don't go 0-8. 0-18. This would be one of the longer losing streaks that a team has. I wonder what the record's for. I should hit up Knoxville.
Hit up Benji. Benji might know.
Oh yeah, Benji. Good old Benji. We don't need. I was gonna say we don't need European stats people, but Knoxville's not European, and NG is European.
True.
Although Knoxville is in Europe right now, but I'm not gonna dox the people I'm talking about this time.
That's nice of you.
I'm not gonna say where. Europe region. Anyway, this is bound to be an interesting game, if nothing else. I think they're in a better position to win this one on Lava than they were last time, but I'm still with Infamous. They've got a very strong draft. Lumiere's playing the Gyrocopter, which he's seen a lot of play for. Everyone on Infamous are in very good form. I think Alone is like rank 2 on the leaderboards right now.
That's pretty good. That's a very, very low number.
Let me fact check that one real quick. No, sorry, he's garbage. He's ranked 5.
Wow, absolute trash.
Yeah, trash player, to be honest. Imagine being that low.
Try harder.
So it's actually Angel ranked 2, but Taro ranked 1. But they're both listed as Thunder Predator, which is very funny. And then Sumail ranked 4. Lumiere ranked 10. But the highest ranked person in this game is actually Kotaro. He's ranked 1 on the leaderboards.
That's pretty good.
That's the spirit.
But not good enough to win the last game. Time to move out. Move out of the way, old man. Alone is coming. He's the young gun.
Lucky.
It is going to be Underlord heading down to the bottom lane. They're not going to do anything too creative with these lanes. The heroes are going to go exactly where you'd expect them to go. I do think that the Ursa matchup into Legion Commander is pretty good, but everything else I'm favoring the side of Infamous with. I think Alone's going to pop off on this Storm Spirit. Leo Style, I think, is going to struggle a little bit against him. I think Leo Style's rank tanked pretty hard, but I don't know where exactly he sits on the leaderboards right now.
Now I've seen them like play the same, like Infamous, like Lumiere specifically, play this matchup into the Underlord before as a Gyrocopter, and sometimes he goes the stats build, sometimes he goes the flat cannon or the rocket barrage build to actually apply pressure to the Underlord. So I'm curious which one he decides to go this game. Whether it be like more of like a kill oriented lane or just kind of sit passively and farm up with those stats to the flat cannon.
The bottom lane is going to be a passive lane. And the reason for that is this guy went overcharge level 1.
That's normal, I think. You just go overcharge and click people.
They don't go tether?
No, a lot of people go overcharge one. And Lumiere is going
maybe...
the flat cannon, or the rocket barrage.
I guess I'm the stupid one.
Yeah, you just go overcharge and click people. Gives you attack speed.
I guess this is pretty effective. I'm watching this happen right now.
Resident IO expert here.
Yeah. I mean, I normally just go headdress at the start and then tether up to somebody and to keep their HP topped up, but I guess harassing the enemies is just as good, if not better. We gotta take a look at some of these other lanes, as long as Excel doesn't push his luck too much. In the mid lane, he pushes it into the tower here on Leo Style, so he's got a level advantage.
Ooh, nice Remnant.
Very nice, yeah. He's not going to try to deny the range creep from Alone, though, otherwise he'd end up taking a couple tower shots. But once he gets level 3 on Alone, then he can trade with him a little bit easier. Well, in the top lane, what we have going on here? I mean, we've got the waves in 2 locations at the moment. Michael, he's going to be leaving the lane pretty soon. We talked about probably wanting here he's able to sit by himself. Segrid's going to struggle to exist here by himself against the Ursa, but still, if you got a Storm Spirit in the mid lane and you're playing an Earth Spirit, you want to try to take advantage of that. Go for kills on the Void Spirit. If you see him use Dissimulate, like TP down there immediately and try to roll in onto him and find yourself a kill.
I can get behind that. That'd be fun.
But it doesn't look like he's putting any points into Dissimulate, so we'll see how long it takes for Michael to make a rotation over there. Ahead right now though on the Storm Spirit, 12-3 to the 10-2 on the Void.
That's pretty normal though. I think Storm Spirit is expected to win this lane.
Yeah, and just better nukes, lower cooldown, and more punish if Leo Style extends a little bit too far forward.
Denied.
But I don't think either of these people will die here in the mid lane. I don't think any solo kills are going to happen.
Yeah, it looks like all the lanes pretty much just going as expected here.
It's again the Earth Spirit that we probably want to watch. If he makes a rotation, then whoever he moves on to is just going to die. Top lane, they actually commit hard on the Sacred here, but they can't finish him off. Holy smash. Ends up slowing him down just enough. Io not able to drag the creep because he doesn't have a sentry, so he can't get this D-ward off just yet. He's got a courier coming, but I think he's going to come to lane with... No, he's got a stick coming, sorry. He's just leaving his small camp blocked. That's pretty bizarre.
Huh. I mean, they are playing really aggressive in lane, I imagine. Lumiere probably deciding between actually maxing out the rocket barrage here or going for, again, those stats in the flat cannon build. But
But if you got the favorable trade by just being able to click moves back with the overcharge, and the wave is getting pushed in, if you're like spamming out the flat cannon, you're going to want to be able to pull to maximize your XP, deny a lot from the enemies here. So him not getting that early temp reward to unblock the camp against moves, even though he'd win if like the two of them are trading with each other inside the jungle, is not optimal.
oh, there goes his wand.
Unlucky. Well, that makes things easier for the IO. I think he does have sentry wards coming out now on IO. Yeah, he does, but he left his camp for way too long. Like we're 4 minutes into the game now, and he's struggling to pull anything.
He is pulling the hard camp, but they don't get the kill on that creep in time, so...
Yep.
Yeah, ooh, a little bit of miscommunication there from Moose. Looks like he wanted to get aggressive. Top lane, where are we at?
Not much happening up here either. He's hung around a little bit longer than I thought he would on Michael. But again, the fact that the wave is pushed so far in bottom means that he's not going to be able to make a rotation over there. And Leo style, he has kept up pretty high HP. And once he's level 6, Leo's Spirit's going to struggle to find a kill onto him. Maybe go 1-1-1, but even then, like, you need to burst Leo style down from like 900 HP to 0 so quickly before he's able to hit a simulator actual step out. I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, pretty much just super passive lanes. 5 minutes in, everyone just farming. The only person that's kind of struggling is Sacred.
Yeah, boring yet again. Ricky, I want blood, all right? I want to see these people running each other. I know they've got no good reason to at the moment, but I still want to see it. All right, here we go. We got level 6 on Leo style, and Michael's forced to try to run away. He's got no TP either. I don't think they realized that he has no TP though.
Alone.
Chase him.
Trying to get aggressive here, potentially onto MJZ, but doesn't want to risk it with Leo Star right there. Moves rotating in as well.
Let the fun begin.
All right, they need a third person in the mid lane. Io's making a rotation over here. He's trying to contest this 6-minute rune, so ends up spawning bottom lane. I think Alone's going to be able to find a kill with this one. Leo, this is a bold move.
Ends up being a,
Ends up being top.
yeah.
In his room.
For me, did I go?
He pops the water rune there on Leo style afterwards, but yeah, he picks it up here on Michael. Nothing comes of this one, even though everyone's committing so hard to that bottom one.
They almost took down Alone, though. That was very close.
Yeah. I would definitely need to be here. Back on, I think we have the opportunity to look elsewhere now. He's already expended all of his mana. Everybody's now walking back. Io's playing somewhat close to Alone, so he's going to be safe. So, Underlord, he's doing pretty well for himself right now. He's 2,700 net worth. I didn't believe in this hero, and I still don't that much.
Well, they're actually going to get aggressive here onto the gyro, and that slow might be enough. His first blood finally goes the way of Frank here on the Underlord, and Neff, you were just talking about not believing, but here he is.
I gotta believe, I suppose. I mean, he's sitting pretty low HP on the gyrocopter. He was on the Jolie treads. He switched to strike just before he died, but there was like way too much nuke damage. He doesn't get to exist down here against the Underlord with the Vanguard. He's got to be way more careful than this. So Io left him alone a little bit too long, and the man isn't carrying any regen. He was punished for it. He's to finish up a stick if he's playing against Frank, who's gonna be spamming out his spells. And he will be, because he's standing out of Soul Ring right now. Soul Ring Vanguard. Frank is just going to park himself here. I mean, there's a reason why they call him Frank the Tank.
Is that what they call him?
They do.
Nice.
As far back as I can remember. Guitaro's going for a Battle Fury this game on his Ursa, so they're looking to take this one somewhat later. He's looking to farm up. Usually, if you want to see, usually if the Ursa's playing it very fast, they'll just rust a Diffusal Blade, right?
Yeah, and it feels like Diffusal into the Storm Spirit's also a pretty dang good item, but again, like you said, just going for the Battle Fury instead. In the river here, Haste Rune picked up on the Storm Spirit. Gonna use that to try and take down the Ogre Magi. The Chain Stuns are there. They get the kill pretty dang easily. Moves rotating in now. Out of mana on the Storm Spirit. Body Slam onto the Earth Spirit. We'll be able to finish him off, and Alone will just walk away.
Yeah. We'll run very quickly with his Haste Rune. They got the Ogre Magi. Unfortunately, is he not going to fill up his bottle? Did he get... Oh, no, no, no. He didn't fill up his bottle.
Io?
Io?
Did he come from base?
I think so. But no, he didn't. He's not at full HP. He doesn't come from base. I'm crazy.
Yeah, I was like...
Mistake was on me. Excel doesn't make mistakes, only this caster does. What am I saying?
Oh. No. A lot of heroes in the top lane here. Smoke up on MJZ and Moose. Michael gonna refill the bottle there of Alone. That was nice.
Yeah. That's how you refill a bottle in style. You roll forward onto him. Yeah, gonna Astral Step away. I'm not sure if they're gonna chase. He's got one more Astral Step available, so I think he's gonna be fine. But Storm Spirit sitting at the top of the... Whoa! Top
that
lane.
Dulvik?
Guitar.
No, okay.
He didn't use duel. Just press the attack. I think go the wave Ursa there. But yeah, they smoked up, but without the Legion Commander there to lock somebody down with a duel, they're gonna struggle to find a kill. They do have Vision of Moose though.
Yeah, they're gonna know about that ward. It's they're somewhere. Yeah, pinging it out.
I'll clean that one up fairly soon. MJZ shouldn't go for this one right now though. Always to punish him. Alright, yeah, they back off. He's able to grab it. This style just uses the opportunity to continue to farm up, but 400 net worth behind the Storm Spirit. Now, this is kind of what we expected. Storm just a little bit faster farming, and is a kill under his belt now as well. Frank's been left by himself down here in the bottom lane. He's got a what's this? Rod of Atos now queued up. So, looking to keep the Storm Spirit bounded to place. The Storm Spirit's going to be forced to build a BKB because of that. But he's going for an Orchid as his first item.
It's gonna be a really good game for the Atos. Like the IO as well. Like it's so hard to tether into the like reload. If you like clip the edge of the pit, it just gets canceled. So does have to be careful of that on Excel. Just has to make sure to hold that like tether as long as possible to make sure that he doesn't accidentally do that.
Yeah. All right, he's clearing camps fast now on Alone. Just dropping the 2 static revenant through when it spawns. He's gonna go for... I thought he'd go for MJZ there, but I guess you are pretty close to the tier 1 tower, and now these heroes wrapping around behind you. Alone's got to be careful. He's got Michael here to help.
Oh, we got the Remnant just in time. The burst damage isn't there. No, Alone's gonna survive, and now Moo's the one in trouble. Michael with a huge magnetize, doing some heavy lifting, Leo style. Able to make it out for now, but there's gonna be the duel, and with the rest of the team there, double kill goes the way of Sacred. Looking for more. MJZ behind the tower catches a roll in from Michael. This guy absolutely turning this fight around.
Yeah, but 2-man silence as soon as they come in, controlling all of them up, allowing them to turn that fight around. Nothing you can do about that one. Nice positioning there by Michael. That's why I'm the Earth Spirit fan, man. This hero makes things happen.
That was really sick.
Yeah. Once you get closer to his, once he gets level 10, he's able to catch basically anybody as well, but still only level 6. Gets a couple of earn charges on his belt, though. He might get punished for this one, though.
He tried to steal a haste rune, and it's just going to result in a haste, I think, to his death. Yeah.
You see what he did there, though? He kicked Moose when he was in midair with the Fire Snap cookie, and it disjoints him off of the Z-axis, so the Fire Snap cookie doesn't land.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Neat trick that he did there. Anything that interrupts the Z-axis will. You can do it to, if your timing is very good, you can do it to a techie suicide as well.
Yeah.
And suicide will go on cooldown, but not activate. Clearly, Michael's a gamer.
Yeah, mid tier 1 tower just gonna fall here. It doesn't look like Infamous wants to contest this since Frank has moved on over, and he is very difficult to deal with. 1700 HP right now with the Vanguard. Not an easy kill.
No. They're just going to leave him be. Once he's got this Atos, I think Frank is going to be a little bit more active, though. Right now, he just kind of exists in front of the rest of his team. He's not able to chase anybody outside of like some zone that he's trying to control, though. Only needs another 60 gold for it now.
Actually, Smoke is 3 here on Lava. Heading top lane, they want to stop this push here. Frank has Pit of Malice, but they're wrapping it behind. There is a ward here that is going to scout this. And they go in, duel right into the tower. They go for the Underlord, and they just finish him off in time. Winner goes to the Legion Commander. Leo Style comes in, finds the grab onto him. They'll finish him off with the help of the Mortimer Kisses, and they're looking for more. Excel trying to run away here on the Isle, but stunned down for the time being. And Storm uses the rest of his mana to zip away. Gonna survive, but a little bit of a slow reaction from Lava. They were baiting the Underlord, but he ends up kind of getting baited by his own team.
I think that was a slow reaction. He TP'd up there to the top lane himself. It was a 5-second TP to get like the next person in there. They committed so much on the Underlord, and yes, they were kind of slow killing him, but they came as fast as they could.
Is under attack.
So yeah, it is like he TP's up to the top line, so all the others that come after him are just incredibly slow. So they did get punished pretty hard for trying to dive the Underlord. He just got like Vanguard Atos. It's almost 2,000 HP on this guy. Lose MJZ, get themselves some full damage now. If you think about it, it's kind of crazy going after Leo Style. Just kick him away.
Michael's just teasing.
They're gonna think that there's a ward up there now. Yeah, they ping it out. Your economy is about to be in shambles. So you need something to give him vision. Aether Remnant would do it.
So Kotaro has his Battle Fury now completed, trying to farm up here on this Ursa. He's also got a lot of money in the bank on his way to a Blink Dagger. Smoke up from both teams.
Come on, let's see it. Waste your money. Put the sentry on there. Do it. No, they fly the courier over it and they see there's nothing there. Okay. They're smart. They're gamers. And now they're wrapping
Man,
both teams.
they are just barely missing each other.
Ships in the night. Kotaro still working on this like you just mentioned.
They saw the Ursa. They're going in. Relocate as well. Ursa silenced up into the duel. He's gonna fall right away. Now Frank as well. Due to do some serious damage here inside this Pit of Malice, they do need to be careful, especially with the rotation, and the Mortimer Kiss is doing work. Can they actually bring down the Storm Spirit is the question. Alone able to make it out, but he's out of mana. Slowed up. Leo Style trying to close the gap. Can he do it? Remnant in one. It's got to be absorbed by Excel. No, he's able to dodge it out. MJ's here on the backside. He's actually burning down. Gyrocopter left to left to Lava, I guess. Sacred will pick off one more before he goes down. Frank's got to be able to save. Leo Style comes on over. Tip your drivers, baby.
He gets out just as he goes down, and it's a good thing they did, because Earth Spirit and Storm Spirit would have turned that fight around and picked off the last of them there. But that fight was kind of insane. The jump onto Urza was very clean. Storm Spirit ended up going through so much of his mana, and then went right into the rest of the heroes on Lava. I don't think he realized they were over there. They didn't have vision.
This is a rough one for Michael.
Yeah. He's just gone. Yeah, I disengaged in the wrong direction. If Storm Spirit had used his mana a little bit more conservatively there, then I think the fight would have been a lot easier. He would be able to pick off the last of his heroes, because they were sitting so low when they got away. But,
he used a lot of his mana to try and disengage, but ended up leaving Gyro like out in no man's land.
And it kind of is like, I think it's gonna be like Legion Commander and IO's job to save the Gyro as this game goes on here. Really does need this press the attack Aghanim Shard on the Legion, but still 3 minutes away from the 20-minute mark. Right now working on a Heaven's Halberd, it looks like. And they find Legion.
I don't know if they have the damage with just the two of them. The ATOS is there. Going to be able to root him back up, though. So looks like it is going to be enough with the help of Moose.
In another lifetime, we could have been
Dire
fast
should
friends.
look to their top tower.
They lose Sacred
Radiant's middle tower
there.
is under attack.
I mean, he's still doing his job right now on Sacred. He's not going to be the main character of this game. He's got himself a Blink Dagger. Yeah, he queues up the Aghanim Shard after he went down there. So he's going to hold off the Heaven's Halberd for now. The magic community is a pretty big deal, and that'll save Storm Spirit before he gets his BKB.
They really
'Cause
do
all of a
need it.
sudden-
The Pit of Malice is
yeah.
way too strong.
Yeah, the 2 seconds of magic immunity is going to do wonders against the Pit of Malice and the Atos. And even the potential pickup of the Aghanim Scepter on the Void Spirit.
Dire should look to their bottom.
That Aghanim Shard is very broken.
Which one?
Radiant structures are
Legions.
Oh, yeah, it is
Radiant should
ridiculous.
look to their top
Stupendous.
Debuff, massive heal, extra attack speed, magic immunity.
A little bit of a misplay there from Leo Style. Doesn't actually get on top of Lumiere, but does manage to get out before Sacred can get that duel. So they actually bring all 5 heroes to the bottom lane here on Lava. They've got to get something out of this. Okay, there it is. I was like, they either got to get something out of this or you Uber out, and that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to head top, smoke it up, baby. Do it. Hit them with that counter play. They have no smokes. See if they get scouted by this ward, and they will indeed. So they know that they are all up here. A cheeky play for sure from Lava there if it worked out.
Wait, hold on. Where did he relocate out from?
He took them. Oh. It was like behind a tier 2, I think.
Dire have
Yeah,
fortified
it was safe, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
it was safe. So, like, they're kind of near the place.
Oh,
they were.
wow.
So,
Void
for
Spirit
example-
happened to have an illusion rune. Able to get himself out of that one. Nice body blocks there from Leo Style. He's able to get the kill there.
Yeah. Well, Michael cleaned up again, and that's going to be the nature of things. They don't have a super tanky frontliner like the Underlord this game, so Urshik is going to serve that purpose, be like the suicide initiator for his team. At the very least, he's got himself a Philosopher's Stone, so he'll make money while he's in the grave.
Oh my goodness, Kataro. In the trees, just goes down. Mortimer Kiss is flying through. Underlord finds the IO. Pit of Malice is going to find the Legion. They get one. Storm Spirit has to piece on out of here, but not going to be as lucky for the Legion. So they get 2 for the Aegis and a little bit of dual damage. I think overall you're still pretty happy about that on Lava.
Yeah, I mean, you're pulling even further ahead here. The Aegis is going to expire in 2 minutes. I'm not sure you're going to get too much of a use out of it, but at the very least, I don't think Infamous are going to have to give up any more towers if you don't have the Aegis here on the Ursa. But a cheeky dual victory there for sure. Edges him a little bit close to this Aghanim Scepter. Sorry, the Aghanim Shard. Michael?
Trying to get this DD rune for Lumiere. Leo Style comes in. Yule's going to be able to give Void Spirit a little bit of space, but he is dead. Moose yoinks that DD rune just in time with his relocate on the backside, coming in hot, and it's just Excel all alone. Goes right into that Pit of Malice, and you've lost Storm, you lost Zero Spirit, and Excel. Gonna go down third.
I mean, you do end the killing spree on Leo Style there, but losing the Storm Spirit before he gets his BKB is really slowing down his game. He hasn't finished a single component of this one yet. You need to make some space for him somehow. But they're picking them off when they're separated or they've got like one hero dead. The Storm Spirit and Legion Commander haven't been able to play with each other. Legion Commander hasn't been able to finish up his Aghanim Shard yet either. So, just very awkward timing. I think it's the aggression from Lava that's forcing him to make a couple of these mistakes. And
Gyro
looks like they're about to
TPing
make
in
another
bottom.
mistake.
Yeah, they're gonna duel up the Ursa. He doesn't have BKB or Enrage committed, so he will go down to huge overwhelming odds. Oh my goodness. Gonna do some work there. Michael can try and separate them, but it's just a ball lightning from alone that's gonna finish him off. 3 nice kills there from Infamous.
I cleaned up very quickly getting that jump onto the Ursa. Didn't manage to get the Enrage off before the duel hit him. Was he disabled?
No,
I
just
can pull this
instant
one
blink
up.
duel.
under attack.
I don't think Earth Spirit was there
back
for the
now.
silence at the time.
No, he wasn't. I pulled up a death summary. Just came out too fast. Ursa didn't get a chance to hit the Enrage there. I don't think it was on cooldown either, was it?
No, definitely not.
slow reactions there from Kataro. I don't think he'll make that mistake again. But yeah, he's got 8-second BKB, Battle Fury, Blink, and now Basher queued up, which is going to be pretty important for staying on top of these targets as they start to get their BKBs. Alone, he opted to go for the Kaya rather than the BKB, by the way. I think he feels like he needs more damage. I'm not crazy about this.
That is a little bit scary as the Underlord alone has just been causing so many problems. They are smoked up here on both teams. MJZ gonna come in? Would they find anyone on the backside? No, but MJZ has found Lumiere as well as the IO alone goes in, gets the Yule Scepter here. And, oh, the press the attack saves. Gonna be enough, and now Void Spirit's the one that's in trouble. Caught by the duel as well. They are gonna be able to blow him up. First going down is Leo style. Now the question is, can Kataro carry out this fight? He pops his BKB just now on the run. Lumiere, though, in pursuit. This man so dang strong here. Alone, out of mana, brought down by Frank here on the Underlord, just playing around his Pit of Malice. He still has the ATOS holding him in place. Moves can help try to close this out. He's got this cookie. Lumiere doing just so much damage. The fact he gets the kill.
Now Frank, he's just forced to leave Kataro. He's gonna get back as well, so they do end up losing the Storm Spirit there, but they botched that initiation on Lava, and I think they didn't realize that the Legion Commander had completed that Aghanim Shard because it looked like they thought that Storm Spirit was stuck there and caught. He had walked into the pit, but Storm Spirit, he was hit by that press the attack, and this is what I was talking about before. If they can get this combination, it's amazing. Storm Spirit doesn't need to get the BKB. But it's only for 2 seconds. You can throw them off with that like a single time. Outside of that, like the Legion Commander's positioning is not going to be perfect every single time. So it paid off there. That's the only reason why they won the fight. But he now queues up the BKB again.
That's a DD rune that's going to be bottled by Lumiere there.
Where's my pension?
So there's a sick combination, sick positioning there by Sacred. He's kind of accepted that he's just like not the damage dealer. He's the debuff bot, so to speak. But his duels have been on point this game, I will say. But his main job now is just to use press the attack on the Storm Spirit until he finishes up his BKB in order to keep him alive in the fights, because you get that initial disable, the Storm is just dead. But I think this BKB on Storm is going to come out a little bit too late. Just due to the fact that you are 250 gold off the point booster on Void Spirit, so he's going to have the double Resonant Pulse that silences people, and Storm is going to be able to stay on top. In fact, I think Storm is just going to like melt to that one. He's got no HP items either. It's just like straight up Kaya, Orchid, Malevolence, Power Treads.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. A lot of pauses today.
Yeah. A lot of pauses today. We can examine some of the heroes on Lava. I've been kind of looking at the game through infamous glasses here. Ogre Magic's got himself a Glimmer Cape. Kataro, he's working on this bash that we talked about last time. I haven't taken a look at Frank in a little while. He's got himself his Heaven's Halberd. Super useful against the Storm and the Gyro. But, you know, you can't counter that one out just by getting yourself a little bit more stab resistance, and you can't disable the side gunner here on the Gyrocopter, so he's still going to be able to heal up with the Satanic if he pops it, even if he uses the Heaven's Halberd. And yeah, Snapfire is still a very long way off either the Blink Dagger or the Aghanim Shard, but she's got herself a Philosopher's Stone, so she will farm up. What are your thoughts on things so far? Favoring either team at this point in the game? We got like ourselves our halfway point.
Well, I still really like the play potential here of Lava, but I'm starting to worry that you have a Gyro that is too big to fail now. He's got the Aghanim Scepter with the Satanic on his way to the Daedalus, and I don't think you're going to have an answer for this guy.
You like the Daedalus over the Silver Edge?
Yeah, I do like the Daedalus. I think it just needs the raw damage output. I don't think the Silver Edge is really that important.
Yeah. The break doesn't really do too much. I mean, being able to break Ursa is like, okay, I guess, but it's not going to last that long, especially if you hit him when he's enraged. And you're going to heal up a lot more from your side gunner if it crits when you got your Satanic active. So, yeah, I'd agree with you on that one. And he's going to get the gold for it right now. Now would be a good time for them to take a fight with the DD, with the Daedalus freshly completed, assuming Gyrocopter doesn't just get blown up and then they lose the game instantly. But
He is quite fast under the smoke. Leo
They've got
style
saves.
will get traced out from this missile. Still holding off on Lumiere. Gets to push the press the attack. Goes forward. They end up finding the Ursa. He pops the enrage, but he's still just getting destroyed on the backside of the fight. Storm Spirit is dead. He went in completely alone. The duel out onto the Ursa. He finally goes down. Lumiere, the DD gonna get dispelled there thanks to that Yule Scepter, and he does have help in the form of Excel and of course this press the attack as he's just trying to turn this one around. Roll in, the Magnetize comes out from the Earth Spirit. Can they actually close this one out though? Reload onto the back side of the fight instead. Michael falling low, and Frank will be able to get a couple heroes out, but Moose as well as MJZ are alone and they are in a lot of trouble. Wait, they're back. How'd they get back? They just TP'd in apparently. Io goes down. Sacred.
Now Lumiere's just forced to leave. They get out on a couple of these heroes, but the fight wasn't supposed to go that way. I mean, they ended up catching the Ursa. Storm Spirit jumped to the other side and was keeping the entire team at bay while they chased down the Ursa. But they could not get their hands on anybody from Lumiere. Their vision was so bad around that area that they just couldn't do anything. Now they had superior vision on the Dire side as well. So the Gyrocopter, he was just getting kited around, even though he had no business really getting kited around. They managed to heal up on all these heroes. Like,
Sacred comes in. Oh, he gets silenced in the middle of the duel animation. Storm Spirit again jumps right into the Pit of Malice, just gets stunned down. It relatches. Can he get out of here? Just barely 100 HP as the Ignite is taking him down. Ace Rune popped here on Leo style, but they're going to lose Sacred on the backside, and Kataro with that one wants to go Roche, but still on cooldown for another 50 seconds.
These heroes, they should be melting the Gyrocopter, but I think it's just the Gyro by himself doing the damage right now, and the Pit of Malice is doing a decent job at separating these two teams. So Frank's positioning with this pit has been very good.
Ooh, all right, jump in. They managed to find Moose underneath the sentry. He's gonna fall, no problem at all. The question is, can they finish off the Storm Spirit? Continuing to chain CC him in place. There comes the Pit of Malice. The Firestorm alone. It's got to take once more. He ends up going down, runs out of mana. Io to fall as well. It's just Lumiere left.
They lose 3 heroes, just forced to run away. Nobody else is able to tank it. They're just kind of ignoring the Gyrocopter. They're not trading with him. They know that this guy is, I guess he does a lot of damage to be able to get his hands on us, but he's healing too much off his Satanic with the IO behind him. We don't necessarily have to trade with him. They're taking advantage of that. Going for the Butterfly next. I don't know. I think it's the lack of lockdown, hard disable. They could duel somebody, but that's pretty much it. Other than that, they're kind of dancing around them.
It's honestly Frank here on this Underlord. The Atrophy Aura was doing 35% AoE damage reduction combined with the Crimson Guard, and he just got the 20 talents. Now it is a 50% damage reduction Aura, and he just has to be near the Gyro. And I think that's what a lot is happening here. The Gyro is just doing so much less damage in these fights than you would normally be doing. And so they just, like you said, ignore him and kill the rest of his team. The Crimson Guard just protecting everyone.
Yeah. Not just that, but he's hitting him with the Heaven's Halberd as well, so he's keeping him disabled like the small periods of time that he is able to get a couple of these auto attacks off. So now he's thinking about a BKB on the Gyrocopter, but he's got a Butterfly queued up at the moment.
Storm? Huh. Oh, he was trying to pop the smoke. That's what he was doing.
Yeah.
Middle tower is under attack.
They just got a couple people in the bottom. I think they want to bait everybody onto Lumiere down here. And yeah, they ping the tower on Frank, but they're not going to fall for it. But grabbing the tier 2 in the mid lane instead.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So things slowed down. Now net worth advantage over to 8,000 to Lava here. I don't know. I definitely prefer the draft of Infamous, but Storm Spirit still not done his BKB.
They have a pretty huge XP advantage as well.
Yeah.
On the side of Lava. According to the graph, they have a total of 7 levels of XP.
That's pretty good.
Bounty.
And Frank is now working on Shiva's guard, so he's going to be even harder to bring down in these fights.
Mid lane, Michael gets found by the Void Spirit. Tried to get out with the silence, but not going to happen thanks to the Yule Scepter from Leo style.
The hidden path reveals your demise.
Bottom lane, Kataro just cutting the wave here as they want to eventually be able to push this tier 2 bottom. Open up that second lane of barracks.
Hunting bounties.
They've got that Aegis for another 3 minutes, so time on the side of Lava here as they continue to get stronger. And Shiva is the next item for Frank. I mean, this guy's going to be a huge issue. As if he wasn't already.
Yeah, there's no way that they're bringing this guy down. Alone, just trying to shove out these waves. Find what little farm he can.
Dude, this Storm Spirit is so underfarmed. He has had a really rough game.
You got okay. Now hear me out. I think if all right, Lumiere ended up buying a BKB instead. I thought he was gonna get the butterfly. I was like, hear me out here. If he ends up getting a butterfly and this elven tunic here, and Ursa ends up building the Scotty, then he's gonna be able to fight man fight him incredibly easily with all that evasion. But he ends up going to BKB after getting the elven tunic. He doesn't want to go too hard into evasion.
That BKB is basically a 50% damage boost, right? Like,
Yeah.
because Atrophy Aura is just crushing his damage output in these fights. Like, it doesn't pierce BKB, right?
No.
So.
Yeah. Now I think they want to get their hands on these enemy heroes. The BKB is complete on Lumiere, but again, this guy does not have buyback. He gets taken out here. They just lose the game. Storm Spirit. He's
They're
still
smoked
pretty far
out
away.
with the scan. Duel comes in. They find Leo style on the Void Spirit. Cookie to try to send to the other side, but just gets blown apart by Lumiere. BKB there was committed, looking to chase down for more. Ogre Magi is going to be second. Moves cleaved up on the high ground. Do they have the damage to finish him off for the TP? Absolutely. Triple kill for the Gyro. And that is a fight that was so necessary for Infamous. That scan was absolutely perfect.
Yeah, they caught out the ideal hero to begin with as well, and they kind of hung around for a fraction of a second longer than they should have on the supports on Lava. But now Lumiere just going to run it down the mid lane. And this is perfect because you're wasting the last of time that this Ursa has with his Aegis. He's got 1 minute left. There's no way he's going to try to take a fight into you with this. So by the time he's ready to fight, all his allies are going to be back up. His Aegis is going to be gone. Yeah.
Legion Commander's Ags is actually so funny. Just an 8-second duel.
The Legion Commander, I don't know. I have lost a lot of games off of my allies building Legion Commander eggs.
Well, the old
Just
Ag
make-
specifically was a giant
Yeah.
grief.
Yeah. Well, you just can't do any damage to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
I've
like
lost a
0
lot of
damage
games.
and only did like an extra like 1.5 second to the duel time. And I don't think it even reduced the, it might have reduced cooldown, but it was like, this is like they seriously buffed the Ags for Legion. I still don't think it's good. There's like 10 other items I'd still rather have. It's just funny. Like thinking about like, you're just running around and just get dueled 8 seconds from a Legion commander. You're like, all right, I guess I just don't get to play the game now.
That's exactly why I hate Outworld Devour.
Yeah, it's the most anti-gamer hero ever.
My ability is that you don't get to play.
Ooh, relocate bottom, Excel, gonna regret this one. There are people waiting for him, and he's just gonna get blown apart here. Right? Yes, okay. For a second, I was getting worried.
Nothing to tether to, unfortunately. But it's going to take them more than... It takes them about 30 seconds to push the wave from where it is right now.
And Storm already cut mid?
Yeah. Alright, it's going to take even longer now. Yeah, they won't be able to push any of the high ground by the time Io's back up. They didn't keep that melee creep alive.
Scan comes out up onto the high ground. MJZ just thinking about walking in. Leo Styles gonna be the one that does it. Yules, he's got a BKB though. Alone goes in, pops his own. Kentaro trying to get on top of Sacred. He says, duel me, I dare you. The bash comes in. He'll be able to clean up that first kill. Gyrocopter doesn't get his BKB off. He takes his perma bash. He's dead. Lumiere goes down with a buyback. Neph, that's 95 seconds. Leo Style is not done either.
He got completely melted. He built a butterfly. He thought he was way too tanky, but he got a MKB instead of an Iron Scotty on the other side. This is what I was talking about. He went down in no time at all. He should have popped the BKB earlier.
Yeah, he thought it was going to be fine with BKB Satanic and that evasion, and instead Ursa just clapped him.
Yeah, hits him with every single auto attack and gets a bash off onto him as well. This Gyrocopter absolutely melted under that, and it all started with like, he got silenced and then taunted immediately after. Like, he had time to pop the BKB. I don't think he realized what a bad situation he was in, though. And they're definitely going to lose a Rags off this, possibly just 2.
I mean, Storm, you can clean up the regular creeps, but not the catapults. The fort's going to come through. They've got to try and keep these things alive, but doesn't end up happening. Tower's going to fall. They should be able to get the barracks before the backdoor protection actually kicks in. Bottom lane, not close enough to the base to help.
Yeah, Storm needs to clear out the next mid wave instead of going bottom. Right. They lose 1 Rax here. Not the end of the world, but it does make the game a little bit more difficult. That one going to be shoving in now. And
yeah, that gyro did not expect the MKB basher from Kataro there.
Yep. Taunted into place and then bashed immediately afterwards. I mean, he was disarmed as well just the moment he went down. So he wouldn't have healed up very quickly. His side gunner would have healed him up a little bit with the Satanic, but I think he still would have melted to the Ursa.
I mean, you have Shiva's aura plus the atrophy aura. I mean, I guess that at that point he did get the BKB off, but Shiva is going to prevent a lot of that healing.
Scanning for enemies.
Radiant scan, they know. They're like, hey, they're probably in the triangle. They did see Frank for a moment, so they go for a deep smoke going all the way up to this top lane. Want to get on top of this Underlord. They know he's here. They did just get vision. The question is, can they actually get on top of him? They guess incorrectly as he's going to the triangle. They're going to be figuring it out now.
Oh god, if they find Alone here. I mean, he's got a BKB now. Speaking of, Alone ended up wasting a lot of time in that last team fight. He popped his BKB kind of far away from the rest of the team, couldn't get onto the back line.
Ooh, Alone forced to BKB as Moose tried to jump him, and Kataro, he's still got this catapult alive with the help of the Snapfire. That last tier 2 is going to go. Roshan still not respawning in about 25 seconds.
And you have no BKB on the Storm for another 60 now, so this is going to be ideal for Lava. It's starting to looking like the losing streak is coming to an end here, Ricky.
Don't jinx it quite yet, Neph. There's still much game to be played. It's a 12k gold lead for Lava, though, as they are now looking for the enemy team here. Moose stuck in a little bit of... I mean, he can flicker. He could just flicker right now, but it's fine. He's happy with where he is. I'm sure this is exactly where he wanted to be. Duel comes out. They manage to catch the Ogre Magi. He goes down. Kataro just beating down Sacred. Not able to find the kill, but they will grab the Earth Spirit. Buyback right in the game there from Ogre. He's like, all right, they got a ward here, guys. I'll deal with it. Roche number 3 with an Aghanim Scepter. This is going to make the life of this Ursa so much better.
Is Alone going to go for this?
Give me Fiend's Gate, dude. Give me the Fiend's Gate. I want to see it. Oh, he goes in alone. He gets Abyssal right away and goes down. Oh, no.
He got the kill onto Roshan, but he did not get the Aegis there.
He did not get anything. Aegis, Cheese, and Ags all go in the way of Lava. His buyback is available, but without a BKB, your existence in this fight is not going to be easy. Leo style. Managed to find the gyrocopter. He's got a BKB for this. He just gets bashed, but finally gets saved there by the Legion Commander.
So I'm forced to buy back in the game. He still has his BKB on the gyrocopter. Hasn't wasted that one quite yet, so they're hesitant to push into this. But going, I mean, fighting against the Void Spirit is starting to get very scary. Hard to keep your hands on him. He's got Kaya Yasha. He's got Quickening Charm. He's got a lot of spell amp. He doesn't have his level 25 talent yet, though. That's when the Dissimulate Stun is very scary to play against. But all they can do right now is try to stall things out. They don't really want to have to take down this Ursa twice. But inside of Lava, they're just trying to collect the tier 4 neutral and one more advantage they can have under their belt before pushing the high ground. Frank's actually got a solid Kuras queued up next. He's just going full armor. He doesn't want this gyrocopter to be able to blow him up in the team fights.
I like it. It's also good for pushing the buildings.
Yep.
Lava's actually afraid to go in. They do not want to risk it.
They're not afraid. They're not afraid of anything. Come on. I think they're just trying to secure themselves more of an advantage.
Tear you apart!
They've still got 2 more tier 4 neutral items to find.
I just want to see Kotaro blink in right now onto the high ground and go for this Abyssal Blade.
He's thinking about it.
Yeah, they saw him now.
But again, they're sitting on a lot of gold right now. A couple of these heroes. Kotaro, he's almost got, what is this? Swift Blink? Yeah. 400 gold. 400 gold away.
Duel comes out, but it's not going to be that long. He just gets the victory anyway on the Ursa. The damage was so heavy. And now Gyrocopter forced to BKB. He does not have the Legion Commander there to save him, and Legion doesn't have buyback either. And that looks like the opening they need to try and close this one out. Working on the barracks there. The overcharge attacks, getting 9 of those now makes quick work of the base. Storm still cutting mid, but there is a catapult top that they need to deal with if they want to get this backdoor protection, and they can't get to it. They're getting ready to go for the bottom, get themselves Mega Creep smoked up here on 3 from Infamous, but how do you take this fight, man? They're going in, alone pops the BKB, but then Kotaro just returns with his own, the Abyssal Blade onto alone, he gets out for the time being, but Gyrocopter just gets exploded. That's gotta be it. 4 heroes dead. They will buy back on this Earth Spirit. Lumiere can do it himself, but again, doesn't have a BKB for 20 more seconds. Leo style, just flexing out in front of their base.
He's where they want them to dive the fountain here. Gyrocopter's going to buy back as Ursa enters the fountain and tries to dive the Storm Spirit. They're trying to bait them out here to turn this game around.
They will go for it. The duel comes out, but he got the Enrage off once again on the Ursa. Just takes no damage. Stuck inside the Pit of Malice. It's not where you want to be. The Legion Commander gonna go down with the rest of the boys, and that is 4 heroes dead without buyback and a GG.
The GG called 4 seconds left on that BKB. He just wasn't able to do anything there. They got way too big, way too much damage on Lava. And I think the big turning point for that game was getting stunned up on the Gyrocopter up and fighting the triangle, right? When the Ursa got the MKB completed, he had the Butterfly and the Oven Tunic on the Gyrocopter. He thought he'd be able to survive that burst damage, but it is way too heavy from the Ursa. There wasn't anything they were able to do at that point. Alone's BKB also came out pretty slowly that game. These were just a little bit awkward trying to enter the fight. I'd credit a lot of this game to Frank, though. The guy farmed incredibly well on his Underlord at 10 minutes into the game. I think he was sitting near the top. Yeah, he was third. He had 5.1k net worth as the offlaner.
Yeah, not bad.
5.1 with Kotaro. The 2 of those heroes were so big. And like you mentioned, the constant Pit of Malice is coming out. The pickup of that Crimson Guard in order to keep all of his allies alive from the flag cannon. He itemized super well, farmed super fast. Played amazing. Frank the Tank, MVP in my books.
And there it is, man. They finally broke that loss streak. Good for them. Happy to see Lava back in action. And honestly, they got a lot of games to be played here in this tournament. So first of many to come. But we got one more series here tonight. We are running so far behind schedule, but that's kind of expected, I suppose. We have Thunder Predator versus Simply 2 Base. We'll see how this one goes. We're gonna go to a short break, everyone. Stay tuned for more here on the BTS Pro Series Season 9. We'll see you in a bit.